besties' belly laughs. You're listening to the Finding Friends podcast.
Welcome to this week's episode of Finding Friends podcast. I'm Christina Lee.
And I'm Catie Wilkes.
And you're watching the beginning of season 3. What is it? Hold on. Dungeon Crawler Carl.
New achievement.
You have made it to season 3 without getting canceled.
Reward?
Reward?
You weren't canceled.
Yes! That is for our book talk fans out there.
Yeah.
And if you aren't a book talk girly or boy,
You were hopefully entertained.
well, hopefully you read Dungeon Crawler Carl. That book is not the typical genre I go with.
That was the first thing Zach said whenever we were listening to it. He was like, Christina's the one that told you to listen to this?
Well, to be fair, Michael and Joni told me
That's
months
what I
ago.
told him. I told him, I was like, it was brought to her.
It was brought to me, and of course, I'm an avid book listener. Like, I love to listen to a good audiobook. I do. And so when they said, Christina, you've got to listen to this, I didn't listen to them because I read the book cover,
little description?
and I was like, no, a world about gaming and Pippi.
You're out. I warned you.
Oh, for the listeners, I have a dog in my lap, and it was, oh my God, I need a fan, quick, I can't breathe. Oh, baby. Anyway, back to Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Glasses are fogging up.
Oh my! I think I need to smell my bourbon. Anyway, so okay, baby, you gotta get off. I mean, it's back to back right now. What did you eat?
She's just got her ears back like, you're embarrassing me.
Well, you're embarrassing me, Pippi.
Let's knock the leaf off.
It's a leaf. Okay, so Dungeon Crawler Carl, you have to listen to it. It is hilarious. There's a lot of adult humor. If my daughter was, old enough to understand and get it, I think it would be a really fun book later.
Yeah.
For her to listen, because she loves audiobooks too. But no way. It is not a kid's book. Absolutely not. There's too much adult humor.
Yeah.
That would just go over her head, and it's just not appropriate. Like the foot fetish guy.
It's creepy voice.
The creepy.
Do it.
Do I try to do it?
I don't even remember what he says.
Something about a toe ring.
Yeah. Oh, gosh,
It's
I
like,
don't even know what he says.
Your toe ring is so delightful, or something like that. It's
like,
weird. It's weird.
Daddy doesn't like it when you wear shoes or something like that.
And he won't let him wear shoes.
Yeah, that becomes his thing, not having shoes.
It's
And
so weird.
yeah, where like if he was to get shoes, he's gonna lose points in the viewer's eyes.
It
kind of
is.
thing.
It's such a weird. But if you were into adult humor and
sci-fi.
and a little bit of sci-fi, and you can deal with a princess cat, then you're golden. You should totally listen to it.
Yeah.
But beyond that, we wanted to. This is a really special podcast episode.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk about our experience at South by Southwest. And I don't know if you saw our promo by this time. Our promo will have gone out on TikTok, and I'm going to post it on Facebook. And
I'm so excited for that to go out.
it's one of those things where it was a fun little promo to make, but it didn't really encapsulate the whole entire trip. I mean, it's just like little bits and pieces. And so this episode, we really wanted to focus on our experience at South by Southwest, how we were, how we got invited, what we did while we were there. How does two hillbillies get invited to something so cool? We attended a screening.
Here, tell them. Let's start from the beginning. Tell them how we got invited, because it started with you.
So my friend Royal Malloy invited us months ago. I think it was months ago. And, it's one of those things where it's like he's a producer. and he was working on the film Self-Custody. And so, we were just, casually chatting. You and Catie should come, and it's one of those things when somebody invites you to something, you're like, yeah, we'll go. And, when time gets closer, you're like,
Is this real life? That's what I kept thinking. Like, is this really happening?
Well, normally I'm a hermit and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go. But of course, like the closer we got, we're like, you know what? I think we should actually try to go to this. Yeah. And so we were like, okay. We're doing it. We're just buying the plane tickets, getting our kids settled.
Ordered outfits last minute.
Oh my gosh.
Extra for shipping.
Was the week before.
I had to pay extra for shipping.
Well, you did?
I did. I paid like $22 to get it. Because if I didn't, then it would have come while we were there.
Oh.
So I totally slacked on that. But
well,
it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Well worth it.
It was worth it. I had to get mine at Revolve because I know it's like 2-day shipping. And I'm like, okay, Revolve, don't let me down. You know?
We have a good history together. We have
good history. You got to come through. And they did. They came through with me. But so anyway, Royal invited us to the screening of the movie he helped produce called Self-Custody. And it stars Adrian Grenier. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
Henry Cejudo. Shoot.
It's all good.
Shoot. Cejudo. And he even told us, he's like, remember, Cejudo or something. He said it like that. Yep. I don't know. And
the star of it was Garrett Patton.
Garrett Patton was the star, and he's also the producer.
Yes.
He's a producer for a lot of big films.
Let me before we get into that, can we talk about what South by Southwest is?
Oh, yeah.
I want to read this. I want to tell them so that our listeners know, because I had no idea what it was.
I know. I tried to look it up, and I was like, I still don't understand.
Yeah, it's so we only got to see I believe a narrow scope of it, but I feel like we got quality for what we got, our experience.
Oh,
from what I understand from watching TikToks and stuff, it just seems like there's a lot to walk around and explore, a lot of screenings, a lot of Q&As, a lot of things to see and experience. We were much more focused in ours. So like you said, we did a couple parties, we did a premiere, but South by Southwest, I'm gonna read you guys this. This is just a Google search. South by Southwest is an annual premier multi-conference and festival held in Austin, Texas every March. It brings together professionals and creatives from the tech, film, television, and music industries for over a week of sessions, showcases, screenings, and networking to explore the future of these industries. So it's huge. And from the look of it, from the map, it's several blocks. People were walking around with special little badges around their necks and stuff. But we didn't really get to experience much of that.
No, because we were in the film section of it. But when we were on our plane there were people going to the tech section. Yes. And then there was, I think it's just pathways, I guess. I still don't understand it, except for... No, I still don't understand it. And it's the same with
networking,
how you dress for this event. I asked multiple people who had been there, how do you dress? And they're like, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. That's not good enough. That is not, because, at the Derby, there's an expectation. Even if you don't wear the same color dress, it's a spring, very, very appropriate dress.
Yeah, and you're not underdressed. The more overdressed you are, the better. But with this, we're there's a lot of people saying you can go underdressed and it's cool.
Like jeans. Yes. And then there are people in gowns. And I'm like, don't do this to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
In situations like that, I would rather be overdressed than underdressed. That's just me.
True. Although when we went to, Kevin Bacon's movie, it's called Family Movie. Royal, from what I understand, Royal produced Self-Custody with the guy who also helped produce Family Movie. Don't quote me on that, but that's how I think I understood it. Well, so he was invited to the after party of Family Movie, and so we got to go with him to that after party because we didn't get in till really late, so we didn't get to go to the screening and things like that. So, but we did get to go to the after party, and I thought I wore a cute dress and stuff, but then I saw people in jeans, and I'm like, I think I'm overdressed, Catie. I think I'm overdressed.
Yeah, you looked great though.
Yeah, but it is, it's one of those things where you have to go not caring what other people think.
Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of what I feel like a lot of artists have that vibe.
Yeah.
Like they're if they don't truly feel it, they're really good at selling it.
That's,
you know what I mean?
That's
so
true.
Like, my aesthetic is my aesthetic and you're gonna take it or not. And that's part of I think what sells them.
Yeah.
So I think we were just supposed to figure out like, what are we? Who are we?
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you told me to go with the suit for the
Oh,
red
yeah.
carpet.
You were like, is this too much? I was like, heck no.
You're like, red carpet, Catie.
Red carpet. You gotta have a red carpet one.
So just to give a little rundown, I think you started to say it. So we went to Kevin Bacon's family movie after party. We didn't make it to the screening, like she said. We went to Adrian Grenier's pre-screening house party.
Okay, let's stop and talk about that for a second.
Okay.
That was fun.
So
cool. Adrian's, he had a house party, and his house is like outside of Austin, like 40 minutes. We had a 40-minute Uber ride.
Yep.
And we get there, and Adrian is in like an all-white linen outfit, barefoot with a baby on his hip.
Yeah, alpacas walking around.
Alpacas walking around. We're giving you the picture here.
Yeah. There's some cool dogs. Yeah, there was like one that was what would you say their breeds were? You know, you got some of them in the pictures and videos. But either way, just happy dogs running around, saying hi to everybody. There was like miniature donkeys.
And he's got a garden. Now all of his garden, of course, is spring still, and so his garden's not up. But I saw his tomato plants already started. Yep. There were, I can't remember. Oh, there were the rabbit ears.
Oh yeah,
in his bed. He's got honey.
It was like a little mini vineyard too. Looked like.
Oh, he's got vineyard. He's got honey started. Just everything about his home. It was almost like curated chaos.
Truly, it was such a neat experience. Like it
was beautiful.
The area that we got to do the interviews in, that was cool.
It was like this
very
barn.
eclectic.
And we're going to show clips from that interview where we interviewed Garrett, we interviewed Henry and Sean,
Poopies,
and Thomas and Emma. We're gonna show you clips of that in this podcast. We're gonna edit in, but we went in this barn and it was curated. I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't perfect, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was rough. Like
but it was so beautiful.
So beautiful. So much character. Very rustic.
Intentional though.
Very intentional.
Very intentional. They had, like pictures on the wall and things
like that kind of chandelier looking.
Yes.
It's kind of like gives you like a dungeon vibe, but it was beautiful.
But it was gorgeous and just dusty and,
a lot of cowhide.
Yes. It was perfect. But I loved his house party because, everybody mingled. It was sponsored by, I believe it was sponsored by Liquid Death.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Liquid Death there. There was, I'm not going to mention the brand because I don't like to call out brands, but there was a brand of bourbon that was just awful. I was so
the
excited.
Wine, though. What was the wine that?
You took a picture. So the bourbon, of course, when I'm in a new place and there's bourbon, given to the party, of course I'm going to taste it. I don't care if it's Kentucky bourbon or not. But the funny thing is nobody opened these bourbons. And so I went up to Royal. I was like, is it, anyway, I was like, do you think we can open it? And he's like, yeah. And so he opened it for me, poured me, a little bit in a glass, and I tasted it and it was just like, it was like dirty water. It tasted like dirty. And there's just something about like a bourbon that hasn't like matured yet,
Is that what
I
you
guess.
think it was?
I don't know, but where was it made? It was like different states.
I didn't read that one. I don't honestly
I'm pretty
know.
sure it was different states and then bottled in Texas, and it just wasn't good. I don't know.
Well, the wine, the red one, Soto Vino, Space Cowboy, Texas High Plains.
Space Cowboy.
Tim, I can't read it's too small.
Well, we tried the Vino. We tried the red. We tried the orange.
Orange, yeah. But I thought both of those were really good.
They were really good. But we got to talk to the owners while we were there. And one of the questions, he was like, we are all hands on when we do the grapes. He's like, we just, the process is so small that we are only on, in small different things. And I said, do you step on the grapes with your own feet? And he's like, yeah.
Sometimes.
And we were like actively drinking. And I'm like, Christina, just keep drinking. It's fine.
Oh, girl, I shot the boot before. I'm not scared.
I don't like you shooting the boot.
Yeah, I did that at Jamboree in the Hills. That happened.
You have to be so far gone to do that. If I ever do that, just know, don't tell me in the morning. Because that's probably, I'm not going to remember it.
Oh my, yeah. It was, I remember it. And I was the only girl to do it. There was like, and I will say, it did make me feel better to know that there was like 13 guys that went before me. So hopefully the boot was flushed out pretty well.
Ew.
I'm a disgusting human being. Somehow I'm still here though. Like my immune system is built up strong. So,
well, so while we were there, the first interview, not to change the subject.
Let's change the subject.
While we were there, we interviewed Garrett Patton, and Garrett is a producer of and the main actor of the film Self Custody, and so we asked him what it was like to do both, and so take a look at this.
So Self Custody is inspired by true events. A lot of people don't know, but $200 billion worth of Bitcoin has been lost or stolen beyond recovery. And this is the story of one man's journey to try to recover those assets. There's crazy stories out there of people that there's a guy in the UK that lost 700 million in one drive, lost it, has been trying to be able to dig up the landfill to get it back. And when you think of these, it's like modern day bank robberies where they're trying to recover these digital assets, but there's no insurance policies, there's no government helping back you up to get the assets back. And so that's really what the story's about. And I think everyone can relate to it. I mean, even if you lose your email password, the panic that you have.
Yes.
Think about that. Now, if you lose that password and it's tied to $14 million, that creates real panic. And that's the story of self-custody.
After we talked to Henry a little bit about what it was like to be in the film, and tell us a little bit about Henry, because he has an interesting background.
Oh, sure. So this is his first time acting. I thought it was pretty cool. He gave a lot of credit to Michael Monk, who acted in it in Self Custody as well, being his mentor and helping to teach him the art of acting. But Henry himself is a very, very well-known fighter. He's a gold medalist, an Olympic gold medalist, and he's a 2-time champion in the UFC, or UFC champion, and he's supposed to have a big fight this year.
Yeah, I was the villain. Can you imagine that? The Mexican's the villain. And I played the villain, stealing crypto, doing the whole nine. Wanted to pretty much got in a fight with one of his best friends. Cool. And it was cool. It was a cool role where I'm a UFC fighter, Olympic champion. So it's pretty cool to put all my experience into action and just fall in love with the art of acting. I thought it was super cool to be able to display it. Because you can't do everything so fast. Nor can everything so slow, but you got to be able to kind of show what you're doing so the action camera, the spectators are able to see. So I learned a lot, and it was just a whole lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the future of acting.
Here's something about Henry, the movie. He is a Olympic gold medalist, 2-time UFC champion, national champion in wrestling for college and high school, and unbelievable. So he retires from the UFC, and this is his first time as in an action movie. What he brought to the set was ridiculous. So we had some of the best stunt coordinators out there, and then Henry shows up and he was teaching them moves, and the fight scene's unbelievable. Wow. So everybody just go out and watch it. You're gonna love it. Henry Cejudo's in it, and he crushes it. It's a great project. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you can find it on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, Apple, Tubi, Plex.
He has a big fight this year. Can I just take a moment? His wife.
Love her.
My gosh, her name's Anna. She's from Brazil.
Beautiful.
And so before she came in the day before when we flew in.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. And I guess Henry and Garrett and Adrian were in LA doing interviews prior. So Henry asked Royal to help her and the kids go to the hotel. And so we all landed roughly around the same time. So we were all going to Uber together. And so we met her for the first time. Now, this is Henry's wife. And I don't know. You don't know what celebrity wives are going to be like. I don't know that many myself.
Yeah.
No judgment, but I also just didn't know what to expect, right? She is literally the kindest human and the best mother on this planet. I'm convinced. Like she was, she lugged, how old were her kids?
2 and 4. And the cutest thing, my favorite was while we were standing there talking, waiting for the Uber to get there, the 2-year-old, her son, he was sucking on he wasn't even sucking on it, he just had the bottle in his mouth, which is kind of like a comfort thing, I guess. But he had his hand on her face.
Like the whole time.
And he was just going like this, just loving on her skin.
Her face.
And it was just precious. And she's just standing there casually having a conversation with us while her face is being pet. And I just loved it. You could tell that her kids adore her.
Oh,
she's probably like the center of their world. And it was precious to watch. Truly.
And did I mention she was from Brazil?
Yes.
So she's gorgeous.
She's very beautiful.
Like stunning. If you haven't looked her up, I think she has an Instagram. But as kind as can be. And you know what? Henry was down to earth.
Super.
Just
he had a good sense of humor.
Hilarious.
Yes. Yep.
They are a great couple. I think they are, not that it matters what I think, but I think they are such a cute, great couple. And I don't know.
I enjoy their company.
Me too.
And I would love to be in their company again.
Me too. And you know who else I just absolutely adored? Michael Monk.
Oh, yes.
So Michael introduced himself to me at Adrian's party. And of course, I didn't recognize him at first, but he's been in a lot of things.
Yeah, you saw like Friends,
NCIS, like he's done movies, and if you look at his IMDb, it's all there.
And he has a school,
for acting.
School.
Yeah. And so anyway, I didn't recognize him at first, but after the screening, I walked up to him. I said, "Michael, I had no idea you could act that well." I was so impressed because I mean, in the movie, he was pretty intense.
Coop. No, he was great.
Yeah, I really enjoyed his part a lot.
So let's tell him about, I almost said Bitcoin, about self-custody. So self-custody is about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story, right?
Yep.
And the actors, especially Garrett Patton, is very passionate. You can tell in the conversations with him and then watching him have conversations with other people about how much they believe in it, but then also they're like, it's robbery too whenever people aren't able to access what is theirs.
Your wallet. So basically the premise is the guy gets, finds out he is owed a lot. I mean, gets a lot of money through Bitcoin. Like it's matured. He has this
14 million something.
Yeah. But the problem is that with these wallets, you have to have your code, and he didn't write down his code. And so you have so many tries to access that code, and then you're locked out forever. And we're not going to explain the rest of it, but
check it out on Amazon Prime.
I watched
Apple,
it again.
Yep.
Yes. But I want to tell you, I loved and hated this movie.
Right? It definitely gave you like heart palpitations.
My hands were sweaty and I was like, I hate it. I hate it because you constantly you put yourself in his position. Yes. What would I do in this position?
Makes your heart race and you feel like, oh my gosh.
No.
And I just know, I'm just like, don't use all your options. Don't use all your chances.
Don't do it.
Scary. This is too much.
It was very suspenseful.
I couldn't imagine being in that seat, having if that was mine. But
and this isn't a full 2-hour movie. This is a
feature film.
They called it a short feature film. Because it's very well done, but it is only how many?
It's like 31 minutes, something like that.
31
but
minutes.
it's a lot crammed into it.
Yeah.
So it feels like you're watching a full length kind of movie, but and you're like, wait, I want more.
Yeah, you do. And it's funny, the after, when we went to the after interview, so they interviewed all the cast on stage, and I don't know who interviewed them.
So let's talk about the start of that though, like the premiere part, and then the film, and then the Q&A thing.
Well, let me get to the part I was getting at.
Oh, sorry.
Wait. Now I've lost it. Thanks,
But wait,
Catie.
no, you were talking about the lady that was interviewing them. I'm sure she had something to do with South by Southwest. That's what I assumed.
Yeah. I mean, there was a point that I was getting to.
We were talking about how it was. It felt like it was a full.
Oh,
film.
I was gonna say. So they polled the audience, and they said, who would like to see a full feature film of this, or who would like to see a series? And 99.9% of the audience polled raised their hand for they want a series.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really interesting that today people are they want bingeable series.
Especially since they talked about it so much with like there's so many people that have their own story in some capacity with this. So it's like you have the material, you have the stories you could build off of.
Storylines.
Yeah.
And there's more than one Bitcoin story. I
Sure.
mean, let's be real.
Yeah, that's
There's
exactly right.
a lot of people have had
Yep.
a lot of experience with that. But
Some good. I would love to see some good stories from it too, not just all the bad ones.
right.
Like I want to believe that, but anyways.
Okay, so we did, we interviewed Garrett and Henry, and then we interviewed
You may say it?
Do it.
I know you don't like to say it.
I know.
Poopies! I love Poopies!
Poopies from Jackass. I was never allowed to watch Jackass as a child.
I mean, I'm older. I was older.
Adolescent.
I definitely watched it in high school and in college, and they cracked me up. It was so funny on the flight there. I was telling her all these stories that I knew of, like things that I could remember vividly from Jackass, and it was great because one of the most memorable things for me, Poopies was in, and we talked about that in the interview.
I love it. I mean, the vibe with all the OG cast is like so great. They like took me in and put me in the best bits they can, and yeah, I really enjoy it because like growing up, we were watching that, and now it's like a full circle, and now I'm in the crew, and like
That's so cool.
we do a lot of funny and dangerous stuff. So
I was never allowed to watch Jackass, so.
Oh, I watched it religiously. I loved it.
She was
Loved
like,
it.
No, ask him what you were asking about the hot shot or the hot sauce.
Okay. Whenever you all, I didn't know if you were in this one. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but it still lives in my mind. I can't even, when you all lined up and you let each other put hot sauce in around your butts. Were you in that?
yeah, I think that was for Jackass Forever.
That was, I'm like, that made me squirm just thinking about it. I laughed so hard.
Yeah, we had like a funnel, and
You put it in it.
funnel in your
Yes.
butthole, and then you pour the hot sauce down.
That was nuts.
Yeah. That was actually my first bit. So.
Was it really?
Yeah, and after that bit, Knoxville hands me a popsicle, and I know what to do with it. So
Yeah.
I put it up there, and then it breaks off,
Oh gosh.
and I'm like, "Watch this, guys!" And I spread my cheeks and I push it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
the popsicle falls out, and then a little turd falls out with the popsicle, and I was like, they're like, this is gold. This kid's in. So yeah, that was the first bit. Yeah, the hot sauce.
That I will never.
This is going to be great for the channel.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to talk about
If
his
it's
YouTube
too
channel.
much,
Oh my gosh, YouTube
if
channel.
this is too much for your podcast, let me know and
No.
we can redo it.
No. We don't.
Yeah.
We,
So sweet.
we,
No, we will bleep
I
you
wouldn't ask
if
the
we
question.
need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
No.
I have a YouTube channel. I just surf and do like some stunt stuff, but more of just like traveling and like going to experience, different cultures and
Adventures.
Oh, wow.
yeah, and I just find like pretty much ask the locals what not to do in the, in the village,
do it.
and then
We
I
need
do
to-
it. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Well, we had the exact opposite idea. We were going to go to places and ask the locals what to do.
Oh yeah.
But I like your idea better.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's
what
more
do you
entertaining.
guys like?
I
What's
mean-
the most dangerous thing you guys can do here? And they're like, oh, well, jump in the pond with the crocodiles. I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
yeah.
And what's your YouTube channel called?
It's called the Poopies channel.
Oh,
Uh
that's easy now.
Have you always
Yeah.
been so fearless?
huh. Yeah, I think so. I think
Did you
so.
do something small and like, oh, that wasn't so bad, and it grew like
Yeah, I mean, with stunts and stuff, I mean, it's just you don't really, you can't think about it. you know.
Kind of like why you just did the stare thing before you were even recording it. You're like, just gotta go for it.
Yeah. And it's like, it's always what I've wanted to do, you know, is just kind of, I'm an attention whore too. So like, you know, when you're doing stunts, everyone's watching, and so.
Getting to feel your need.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I love it. I really enjoy it. And
he's such a nice guy though. Like
he's so nice.
I would imagine all the guys from Jackass are really nice guys. They're just ornery, but it was really neat getting to meet him.
I was surprised because out of everybody I knew we were going to meet, he surprised me the most because he was so kind.
Yes.
He was polite.
Very polite.
He like said please and thank you to us like all the time.
And I love a person that when you're talking with them, they make eye contact.
Yes.
And it just seems like they are intentionally saying like, I'm addressing you.
Yeah.
You know, and
I hope we're not like ruining his image, like, you know, because
he's a punk, you know. He's out there doing stupid stuff. But deep down he's a real nice guy.
But he was like he like went to the parties. He went home early.
Yeah.
Didn't stay for the parties. We didn't see him drink one time. Yeah. He was
still the life of the party though.
Still the life of the
cracking
party.
Me up whenever at the end of the premiere that he stood behind that camera and was and put the headphones on.
Oh my
like
gosh!
he was
acting like he was interviewing somebody, and they're like,
and there were some women that were standing on the red carpet, like taking pictures of themselves.
It was Adrian's friends.
Yes, and they were like, "Wait, what's happening?" And he's like standing there, like he's like, "Man, that was perfectly done."
And then he did the flip on the red carpet.
Are we allowed to talk about that yet, though?
Yeah, it's out.
It's
everywhere.
out now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that skit was super funny.
Yeah.
So in the film, in Self Custody, Henry plays the bad guy, and so kind of like the thief of the Bitcoin, literally, I suppose. And Poopies comes running out of nowhere, like, what is it? The something code.
I don't know.
It was super funny though. Henry body slammed him, and it was funny. Royal paid, I'm sure, to have that mat shipped with him.
He did.
And he brought it out there so that they would have this red, like gymnast kind of mat to put down so that when Henry body slammed Poopies, it would be on, a cushioned-ish surface.
Yeah.
And Poopies was like, no, you're not putting that down. I'm like, what a professional.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm a professional at getting hurt.
Yeah.
And you are not going to tarnish my reputation by putting a mat underneath me. I got this.
I mean, he was showing us his shark bite.
Yeah.
At one point.
He's been through some things. He's like, I don't think a body slam's going to break me. All right.
We told him, we were like, you know who you need as a sponsor? You need, what is that? Is it Progressive Insurance? The one that has chaos.
Oh, no. That's not Progressive.
What is it?
Gosh,
yeah, like.
It's Mayhem.
Mayhem.
And hold on.
Yes. We're like, out of everybody who needs a sponsor, he has a YouTube show now. Out of everybody who needs to sponsor you, it needs to be that insurance company. Because life happens, right? Allstate, that's what it was.
Allstate, yeah. Allstate, we're calling you out. You need to seek Poopies out because there's a guy who could add something to the mayhem. Just saying.
They would be like best buds on that commercial. I could not call him Poopies the whole time.
I know, it was so funny once you found out his first legal name or whatever.
I was like, I'm sorry, Sean. I will not be calling you Poopies. I can't. I don't know why. And he didn't care.
At some point was calling him Poopsies. I was feeling like I turned into Ursula and I'm holding my little shriveled up eels.
Listen, this might be the last event we're ever invited to.
I know, they're like,
we were like the hillbillies that came to this thing and we're not sure how it went.
Yeah. Called people by the names we wanted and made names up.
We were very we were invited to the dinner afterwards because there was the after party and then there was like a dinner after that because everybody was hungry.
After party.
The after party. And the restaurant stayed open for all of us. And we're, hanging out and having, a nice dinner. And Catie and I look at each other and we're like, how did we get here?
Right?
How did we get here? Don't blow it.
I know. I'm like, trying to which fork do I use first? Just kidding. I knew that part.
Just kidding. We knew what we were doing.
My grandpa showed me.
We knew it. We knew what we were doing.
Let's talk about the premiere from the beginning. So after the party at Adrian Grenier's, then we went home, got changed for a red carpet event.
Yeah.
Got there. There was I'm not going to call them press. What do you call the people that were there? I'm so unfancy.
Press?
They were press? That's what you would call them all?
All the photographers?
Yes. And the people doing the interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's press.
Okay, we were at a place with press.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
We just told everybody we weren't hillbillies.
I think we told them we are. And if that didn't do it, I just did it for them. So, so watching them get all the lighting just right and, well, not the press, but the people setting up the event. Yeah. Watching all the people, like the process of, first they had all the actors in the film walk that red carpet and do interviews and stuff. And then the people that were there got to walk the red carpet. And so that was my first time.
Yeah, it was Katie's first time
Christina
walking
coached
the red
me.
carpet. My gosh. Okay, so
she told me how to stand. Like you put one leg forward and one foot back and you put your weight on the back one, shoulders back, and how to hold the clutch. And I felt like I was hot shit.
And you look like hot shit.
Thank you.
But it was so funny. So this is Katie's first time on the red carpet. And, like I'm used to being in the pageant world a little bit. You're used to being in front of people. You're used to, just having big lights in your face. Like it's a privilege, but after a while you get used to it, This is Katie's first time. And right before, we were putting our names down on the board, she was like, Christina, I can't do this.
I was like, can we just go last?
Yeah,
There's
can we
so
just
many
go
people
last?
here waiting their turn. I don't want them all watching me.
But they were like, come on up, you two. And I was like, Katie, we're gonna be fine. She's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, Katie, that's just nervous pee. And guess what? She didn't have to go afterwards.
I didn't. It was a weird thing. She was right, and I didn't end up having to go pee after that. It was
we've all been there. Had our nervous pees.
Yeah, man.
And gosh, my thing is stuck. Yeah, and you did great.
Thank you.
You look like a pro. I mean, I'm so proud of you. From your outfit to your hair to your makeup to just your stance. Like
I have you to thank for most of all that.
No. I can only do so much. You have to be there and actually do it.
Well, thank you.
And you did. You
looked amazing too. So you had that professional, sexy outfit. Like
professional, sexy.
That's what it looks like to me. I feel like you looked like a professional, but it also wasn't like a boring professional. It was. I have style too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was hard to figure out what to wear to something like that. I'm so used to having comparisons.
Yes.
And you just.
I know you bought 4 or 5 outfits. Or I don't know which one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I was like, whatever I fit into that day is what I'm wearing. Because, sometimes your body changes with the flights and
drinking.
And and just food in general. Barbecue.
Yes. Yes, we did have some barbecue before that.
We had some barbecue at Sam's.
Sam's barbecue. Let me tell you.
In Austin.
That was pretty cool. We walked, so we stayed in an Airbnb and there was no restaurants, no anything real close. And we didn't want to Uber. So we were like, let's just walk. And we just started walking. And we ended up walking 8 or 9 blocks before we found this place called Sam's Barbecue. And this place had so much character and the food was so good. Melt in your mouth. I'm not usually a big brisket person. Brisket, I love how they sliced it thinly too.
Yeah.
It was just so much more enjoyable to chew. But the meat fell right off the bone with the ribs. So good. And the green beans, I love their green beans. But anyways, so yeah, we went there for some food. So I can definitely see where we'd have to worry about an outfit. Be like, oh, you ate barbecue before you went to a premiere?
Oops.
Guess that's another Kentucky thing.
Not sorry.
Exactly. It was good.
But I really liked the place didn't look touched for.
It looked like it was straight out of the 70s.
It was amazing. And
the pictures all over. I mean, they were aged and
there was
just so
beautiful.
much, told such a story. That place, I cannot imagine the stories that those walls could tell.
But the only bad thing is that we tried to tip. You tried to tip on your card.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, just so you know, you'll only be charged for the amount that was for the food." She was like, "We can't figure it out. We don't know how to accept tips, and we didn't bring any cash with us.
We didn't bring any cash, and then we went straight from eating to getting ready to going to the screening, and then the next morning, bright and early, before they even opened, we were on the way to the airport. So we didn't even have it is haunting us.
Yes,
and I just if anybody's in the Austin area and would like to go and donate some money on our behalf to Sam's Barbecue. That would be really
like
sweet.
East 12th Street or something like that.
I don't know, but it's one of those things where Catie and we've been in the service industry.
Sure.
So we take tipping very seriously, and we do. We feel bad about that. And had we known, we would have brought some cash.
She didn't seem to mind at all, though. She was just super sweet lady.
They were very, very sweet there, but yeah. Anyway, so
to the red carpet was cool. Okay, let's talk about the theater. How cool was that? Walking into the theater.
Yes.
You want to tell them or you want me to?
No, go.
Okay, so we walk in. The theater, every single seat has a little table that, comes like spins in front of them or not, whatever. And every one of them had a box of popcorn, some sort of package of movie candy, and a bottle of water. And it was so fun watching everybody like trading candy. Like, hey, I'll give you my Sour Patch Kids for your peanut M&Ms. And it was like, and then I saw candy that I'd never even seen before. I was like, what is that?
Tony's
chocolate. I think I've seen a Tony's chocolate bar before, but that was my first time ever seeing that bag. So I was like, I'm a candy person. So I was like,
did you grab any?
No.
Tony?
I got that pack of Sour Patch Kids, but
okay.
That was it. So at any rate, that was really cool. And Garrett Patton, the lead and the producer, he got up and spoke beforehand. That was pretty cool.
That was really neat.
I just felt so privileged to be in that theater, being part of that. I never imagined myself being at something like that. So that was pretty cool. And then so we all got to watch it, and that was cool. It was the times whenever, it was funny, like we all laughed together. And what's wrong?
Oh, we're in overtime now.
Oh, shoot.
No. That's...
the game. I thought you meant like
in overtime. So we are...
How did you see that?
It popped up on my phone, my CBS app. So we are actually recording this against my better judgment. I mean, this is when UK plays in the tournament against Santa Clara. Cannot believe we're in overtime. This should have been an easy, you'd think.
I mean, just from their rank 7 and rank 10, right? Like, that's pretty well matched.
I guess. But, I mean...
Come on, Kentucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Finish it.
And
finish them.
My family, we'll change the subject just for a second. My family's huge
diehard
basketball people. And every March we have our family bracket. And I mean, everybody is expected to participate, even the kids. And we take it seriously. We have a trophy at the end of it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it is...
Is it the same trophy that gets passed around, or is there a new trophy every year?
No, it's a new trophy every year.
So you could eventually have like a collection of trophies.
Yeah, well, I have not won one yet.
Oh my gosh. How long? Are you just really bad at picking?
You could say that. Well, here's my dilemma. I used to always pick UK to win. I mean, I went there for college. Like, it
felt like you were being
disloyal. Disloyal.
Yeah,
and so, of course, when was the last time they won? 2012. Yeah.
Because we met in 2015.
Yeah.
Wow, it has been a while then.
Yeah. So, we're in overtime.
Hey, they have the lead now.
Don't jinx it.
I'm sorry. It's average. They're just doing their best. No, nothing.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm going to let Catie talk while I turn my head.
All right, so let's see. We talked about the theater. Okay, then when the film was over, we were all invited to this really cool space in this movie theater. It said barrel of fun, right? But some of the lights were burnt out, so it just said bar of fun.
Bar of fun, which
I'm okay with that.
It was definitely Catie coded.
Like, think about it. If any of the other letters had been burnt out, it would have been like, but it said bar of fun and you're walking into a barrel. That was so cool. So anyways, they had like the crazy like carnival mirrors that make you tall and fat and wonky looking and stuff.
First thing we did when we got in there, you can't take us anywhere. Anyway, everybody's, filing in, being very professional. Catie and I took one look at that mirror and we started doing the Humpty Dumpty.
My boobs were like this wide and I'm going, boobs.
And there was a whole row that turned around, started laughing at us. And we're like, oh no, oh no.
Win in a barrel of fun. You play with the mirrors. So that was really cool. So Christina was talking about that a little bit. That it was like a panel. The four main actors there. So it's Henry, Adrian, Garrett, and Michael were all being interviewed by a woman. I didn't catch her name, so like I said, I'm guessing she had something to do with South by Southwest.
I think so,
in some capacity or whatever.
She was a wonderful
some
interviewer.
sort of great interviewer. She had great questions. I like how she led it very well, and then I also like how she pulled the audience and let them have a chance to ask a couple questions, and then she didn't just like end it there. She rolled off of their questions and into good stuff. So she did a great job. But anyways, that was really cool to get to watch them interact as friends, and like it really made you feel like because they especially. I know that Garrett and Adrian, and I think, and I know Michael has a history with them too because he's also a mentor to them.
Yeah.
But that was definitely, Henry was new to that like little circle. Yeah. But he totally was, it was like he was one of the boys.
He was one of the brothers.
Yeah,
that's
and
what it seemed
they're just
like.
having fun up there, answering questions, teasing each other, but also praising each other. And so that was really fun. And then after that was over, then we were all invited just to like hang out there. It was an open bar, dude.
It was.
If I liked beer, I totally would have been drinking High Life, man, but not me. But
what?
That's from Super Troopers.
Okay.
Anyways, so yeah, and so we got to just like mingle and talk with a bunch of the people that some of them we'd met at Adrian Grenier, Grenier's party, Grenier's party, and then
like Maximilian. Can I just call him out really quick? So we met Maximilian. His name is Maximilian. I can't pronounce his last name. But anyway, he introduced himself to us at Adrian's party, asked us where we were, said we had accents, and we're like, "Who? No, we don't. No, we don't." But he's from LA, so I get it,
We do sound different, probably.
We do sound a little different. And so anyway, he was at the screening. So we chatted a little bit there. But when I came home, I just kept thinking, this guy looks so familiar. I had no idea what he was from. And so I looked him up. Turns out he just happened to play on Henry Danger. And my son is obsessed with Henry Danger. So I probably just subconsciously watched him. And he's watched episode after episode, at a time.
Man, we
it's
missed
in the
an opportunity.
background.
You should got a picture with them so you could show Brody.
Brody would have thought I was the coolest mom ever. And I am still going to tell Brody, oh, look, that's mommy's friend, even though we've only met a couple times. It's fine. But that's mommy's new friend. And because I gotta put that in Brody's brain.
Yeah, man. Let's remember, your mom's cool. Don't ever forget
Your mom's so cool. Although we sent that video to our daughters. So that promotional video that you probably have already seen, not a peep from them, not even making fun of us.
They didn't. I thought they said something.
No, they didn't.
Well, they're lame.
They are lame. I was like, so I called Katie Ann. I was like, Katie Ann, you didn't even comment on what do you want me to say to that, Mom? And I was like, I don't know, make fun of me so I know you're alive because that's what you normally do.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't expecting praise, not from you.
Not from you. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, my gosh. You know who we didn't mention, and I was really impressed with them, is Thomas Malloy and Ema
Redden.
Thank you.
Yes. We interviewed them, too.
And a little shout out there. Thomas is Royal's son, but he's like over 6 feet tall.
Yeah, is he like 6'8", 6'6"?
I don't know. Tall.
He's very tall.
And
beautiful model.
Oh,
and Emma's gorgeous too.
Both of them are like models. They're
Beautiful
in a band together called E.T.
E-T-E-E.
Yeah.
If you decide to look them up.
Great. They were in a music video recently. Morrissey music video.
It was just released this month, earlier this month.
Yeah.
And we watched it, and it was its own little film, man. They did great in it.
Yeah. And Thomas was so believable in that.
Yeah.
We are in the new Morrissey Monsters of Pig Alley music video that came out March 6th, so go watch that, check that out.
It was such a fun and cool experience that we got to be a part of, and I am so obsessed with how it turned out, honestly. Yeah.
Me too. I got to play the lead, which I'm so thankful for, and she got to play the co-star in the actual music video, which is really cool. And it's all old Hollywood theme. It's our favorite aesthetic. It's so much
And
really
you're both musicians too.
Yeah, we have a band.
What is it? What's your name of the band?
E.T.
E.T. Okay. So they.
for Emma and Thomas.
I love it. So people can look you up on
Instagram, TikTok,
it's on Spotify,
Apple Music. It's on everything.
Royal is so funny because he, I had already seen it, but when you had not yet.
Yeah.
And so we all sat down to watch it, and he was like this proud
Yes.
dad. He was just like, you got to watch it. And it was he's so proud of both of them. But, they are so polite and kind.
Yes.
Like just
Yes.
good humans.
They were sweet, and I feel like they brought like a kindness to a conversation.
Yes.
And another one that I feel like we just met a lot of people this weekend that were
just
good at
amazing.
Yes,
humans.
making eye contact. I
Yeah.
just think that's a huge thing. I
Yeah.
feel like I just don't see it as much anymore. You know,
They're gonna do big things. They're young. They're young.
Their song out. Oh, I had it. It's cute. It's something
Ghost of You.
Ghost of You. Yeah,
Ghost of
Ghost of
You.
You by E.T.
Yep. That was very
they seem
refreshing
very
to see.
humble.
Very humble.
Yes.
Very refreshing to see.
Yeah.
Their parents should be proud.
And it's exciting to just watching them and imagining like they're just getting started. And
We interviewed them, and if they become and they're gonna make it, they're
Yeah.
gonna be huge.
I
and
think they
big.
will.
We are gonna be like, we know them.
Our song Ghost of You is out now on all the platforms, and we have another song called Better Places coming out, and we are planning a music video that is all 70s beach themed, so we're really excited for that.
Yes, it's so cool just to see. I don't know. I don't think of myself as old, but I see them and I think of them as young.
As really young.
yes, and to see
Yeah.
how much they've already accomplished.
Yeah.
And just them talking about what they're working on, and
Yep.
they're very inspirational.
They're very inspirational.
I'm super proud of them. Like you said, like if I'm not even their
Absolutely.
parents, and I'm like, you go, like
Yeah.
you're doing the dang thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's wonderful. And the other people we met, Jamie King, her
yeah.
friend Pammy Hilton.
I loved having a conversation with her at the dinner.
My gosh, Pammy Hilton is a personality.
Yes.
A lot of things going on for her.
I really hope she does come out with she's talking about how she's going to write a poetry book
Yep.
and maybe even put some music out.
Yeah.
I would love to read her poetry.
Yeah, and Jamie King is just gorgeous in person.
Yes.
Very, structured cheekbones, like just very beautiful.
She has a strong presence about her too.
Oh
like-
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it might have been her bodyguards as well around her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was very, very kind. Harris, which he was the attorney.
Oh, yes.
For the movie, he was a hoot. He was one of my favorites too. I think Michael and Harris, they just made me laugh the whole time. I just loved both of them.
I loved how. So I'm going to tell them about the pedicab. Oh. So just a quick story here, just to give you an idea of the chaos that this. I mean, it was. There were times where it was organized and it was like amazing to see, and then there were times where like this is stressful, this is chaos. So we had from the premiere to where we were trying to go to a restaurant downtown. Harris had a rental car, and so he was going to drive us, and Christina at that point still had her heels on. I'd already changed my shoes because I'm a quitter. But she's not a quitter.
I'm not a quitter.
She had on her beautiful heels, and so he dropped us off right in front of where we were supposed to be going to have dinner. And
We were so thankful.
yes, and so then he went to go park, and when we got up to the restaurant that was in this hotel, the restaurant was supposed to be closed, like the kitchen side was supposed to close at 11, and we got there like 10:35, 10:40, and they said their kitchen had already closed because Royal was just going to order up everything because we were still waiting on the rest of the party to get there. And so we ended up having to go somewhere else because everybody was hungry. and we couldn't figure out how to get a hold of Harris.
Which,
That's
in
what I'm getting at.
hindsight, so I met Harris, while everybody was walking the red carpet, we're on the side, and of course I'm chit-chatting with everybody around me, and Harris was there, and in my mind, I thought he gave me his Instagram, because that's generally what people do now. Instead of a phone number, they'll give you the Instagram.
He's old school.
And he is a little bit older, but it's just, everybody was giving out Instagrams, right? I forgot that he had given me his card, and I put it in my purse. So when we got there and we didn't know how to get a hold of Harris, I'm like looking on my Instagram. I'm like, oh my gosh, it didn't save. Like, I have no idea. And Royal didn't have his number.
He didn't think he did.
He didn't think he did.
So we were waiting till we got caught up with Garrett so that he could message him.
I walked up to Garrett. I was like, quick, you got to message Harris.
Yeah.
He's lost.
Yeah.
He has no idea
He's
where
not going
we
to know
are.
where to find us. We went to a different place.
Harris got there, and I was like, Harris, I tried. And he's like, you had my card. And I'm
love
like,
it.
and he's an attorney.
He's
so
an
he was
attorney,
on
man.
it.
He has no problem being like, calling it as it is.
And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And he
But I was
he started with
internally-
Royal. He's like, we have a text message conversation. You have my number, and you have my card.
Yeah.
We're like,
And I'm like, I blame it on the bourbon. I do.
I love it. I love it so much.
I do.
He was great.
He was awesome.
I enjoyed him so much.
Me too.
Very.
Me too.
And I love how while we were on our way from the premiere location, I don't even know the name of the venue we were at, but to where he dropped us off, we were listening to the
Baseball game?
to the, what is it, Japan
I don't know.
and Venezuela, I think
Yeah.
it was. And anyways, he was just like we weren't having too much conversation because we had to listen to the game.
Yeah.
My dad would have loved that. But anyways, yeah, so he was great. Let's see some other highlights from our trip. I definitely wanted to did you see what I wrote?
Squeaky suitcase.
Say it again.
Squeaky suitcase.
I embarrassed the crap. Not literally, but almost. I embarrassed Christina pretty badly. And it was so funny. So we were walking through Austin Airport on the very early in the morning because we got there so early because we were worried.
We thought the TSA lines would be out the
we
door.
were worried what that would be like. So
5
anyways,
minutes. We were in there for 5 minutes.
the
and got
place was
through.
chaos. There was so many people,
Yeah.
and her and I are walking, and I hear this.
And she's like,
I'm looking around.
whose bag is that? And I'm
Oh
like-
my gosh, somebody needs some WD-40.
And we kept walking, and it kept following us. And I was like, Catie, I think that's your bag. She's like, no, it isn't.
It was my bag. It was my bag.
But then it got worse.
Yeah, it was bad.
I'm gonna insert a picture of Katie's luggage
My getup,
set,
my setup.
and what mine was, and that's our personalities.
Yeah, we sent the picture to, was it our daughters or our husbands? We were like, can you guess whose is whose?
Yeah.
And I literally have this sweater tied around my backpack, tied around the handles, and your
and
backpack.
everything. Hers is everything tie dye. Like everything is tie dye, and mine was like green, green and leather,
orderly.
green and leather, and yeah,
It was awesome.
It
So our
was.
personalities side by side in not human form.
But when we were lining up to get on the plane, somehow it got even worse.
Wait, I don't even know, man.
And you got on the carpet, and everyone was like turning around because it was loud. It was so loud.
Imagine the loudest shopping cart you heard. That was me in the airport. I mean, people were probably worried I had a bomb or something. Like,
Don't say that word.
I'm not in the airport now.
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't say it then, though.
That is true. But anyway, so that was our trip in a nutshell. It was a very quick, 3 days.
Fast-paced.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful.
Me too.
Like, thank you, Royal.
Truly,
thank
thank you, Royal.
We have said thank you so many times, but I feel like one more thank you is not going to hurt anything. Because, it's so fun to do these things that we're not used to.
Yeah.
And then we forget, people were asking us, what do we do? And we're like,
We're podcasters.
we're podcasters. And then in our
We're
mind,
not
we're
just
like,
moms.
yeah, we're not just moms. But we're like, yeah, we're podcasters.
Yeah, and we were invited
We
here.
were invited.
Like, this isn't real life right right now. We're just two girls just
Playing
trying
it
to
cool.
make new friends in Kentucky in front of a camera, and it's turning into something, and that's pretty freaking cool.
We had to like punch ourselves like, play it cool.
Right?
Play it cool.
And then let's just
We're used
play
to
it
this.
cool by dancing in front of wacky mirrors. So,
or our favorite people at after parties.
oh yeah,
Wink. We'll save that story for another time.
yes. Open bars. That's all I gotta say.
Open bars. we got a photo booth picture to prove it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and I was dumping dirty martinis all over everybody.
All over my shoes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably still smells like olive juice. Anyway, so one more thing before we go. So, funny story. My friend Donna Hagler, right? I worked with Donna a while ago in the pageant world, and we always had our locations. You know, when we would travel together, it just made it easier because we were both directors, and we would have, you know, the girls we were directing. You know, we would always just make sure we knew where each other was. Well, friends, you know, just sometimes I don't delete her out of my location. I don't care she sees me and where I live. And anyway, so she is a redhead. And so on St. Patrick's Day, I was like, Happy Donna Day. I was like, I hope you have a great day. And she's like, I hope you had fun in Austin. We had not had a conversation about being in Austin.
Were you like, stalker?
No, I was just like, haha, that's so funny. And then I sent her the promotional video. But anyway, I'm going to call her out.
Where's she at right now?
Yeah, no. Let's see. Where is she? Is she at home?
Where in the world is Donna? What's her last name?
Hagler.
Yeah. Who needs Carmen Sandiego?
Right. Let's see, Donna. Where are you at, Donna? Goddard, Kansas. Oh, yeah, she's home. Oh, we are. You know what we're going to do? We're going to call her. We are going to call her because we know she's home. She better answer this phone.
That's so funny.
Hello.
I know you're home. I just stalked you, just like you stalked me.
Did you get your recording done?
Guess where we are right now, and guess who's on air right now?
Me?
Yes. I had to call you out. I was just explaining how you just coincidentally knew that Catie and I was in Austin. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to see where Donna is right now. And then I noticed you were at home. And I said, she better answer.
Yeah, right? That'd be a flop if she did it.
I know. Are you painting today?
I am not painting today. I'm going to go to the greenhouse and get a few things.
You sound sick.
I snored last night.
Man, I hate when that happens.
Messes me up for days.
Yeah.
I snored all night and I woke up with like a dry throat.
Oh, no. You don't have a website for your painting yet, do you?
No.
I forgot. Well,
No,
shoot.
I need to make a website, but I am on Instagram as Brush of Donna.
Brush of Donna. Instagram.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Paints a nice picture.
Oh, she paints animals. She does murals. She does things for diners. Like she's legit.
Check her out.
Oh my gosh, window painting. Yeah, she's so good. People hire her to paint pictures of their pets.
Oh, that's really cool.
Really, really great. But
That's
anyway,
special.
well, we will let you get back to it. We just wanted to embarrass you just for a second.
All right.
And you can't say that I haven't mentioned you on the podcast. She called me out one time. So here it is, Donna.
I'm on the podcast.
You are. Next time you're in Kentucky, you and Nick have to come by.
We will. Have a good one.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
That's cute.
Oh, man. She She sounded so under the weather. Usually she
I know.
she answers like so like what are you doing?
Yeah,
And she's like,
higher pitch.
hello. And I was like, oh no. Oh no.
This is not an accurate representation of Donna's voice.
Yeah, this is well, you know, with the weather changing, 2 days ago it was 30 degrees.
Freaking bipolar, man.
Today it's 74.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised I have a voice.
Yes.
Because I started feeling my voice was getting sore yesterday, and I was like, oh no, not before the podcast. But a little tea, a little bourbon.
Those are perfect remedies, man. I feel like 90% of the time they handle it, in my opinion. In my experience, anyways.
I know, Donna, drink some bourbon. All right. Well, that concludes this week's episode of Finding Friends podcast. We and our adventures.
What an
Austin,
adventure it was,
It
too.
was an adventure. I can't wait to have more adventures with you.
I know, man. I keep thinking about that. I'm like, we're going to have so much fun with this. It's just, the world is our oyster.
The world is an oyster. Our oyster.
We're going to slather some horseradish and slap it on a cracker and devour it. Although I won't. I don't really like oysters. I'll give it to you.
Well, you're probably pretty smart with that bacterial, risk involved.
Yeah, man. It's not even that though.
Well,
I mean, I shot the boot, like we said, but
ugh, gross.
I just,
Okay.
I don't like the texture. I just never like the texture.
Anyway, thank you for joining this week's episode of Finding Friends podcast. Catch us on anywhere you listen to your podcast, and you can watch the episode on YouTube. We are a little more funny in person, probably.
Right.
You can actually see the, why we're making grunts and things like that. And but if not, you can listen to us on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, and anywhere else you listen to podcasts. Your local library, even probably.
Really?
I have no idea. I don't know. I have one of those things that like uploads all the podcast to every.
That is so cool.
It's really cool. But on next week's episode, we are talking about Twinkies.
Do you feel like they're as good as they used to be? We want to know.
That new Netflix show called Age of Attraction. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about...
I want to talk about concerts.
Concerts.
This year,
Yep.
there's a whole bunch of concerts that I want to go to, and I
There
want to
we
know what
go.
people know.
There we go. And then we have some guests coming up this month that I think you're going to really love. Derby's coming up, so we have some Derby-related guests, and that's going to be fun as well. And then we've got some concert people coming too. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be really great.
Season 3.
Season 3 is gonna be lit. Oh, I just made myself cringe.
Season 3 is going to be really fun.
Really fun. All right. See y'all on the flippity flop.
Bye.
Michael!
You don't need to edit that out.
Michael!
Meatloaf!
Bourbon besties, belly laughs. You're listening to the Finding Friends podcast.